Good morning. This is Brother T from the Led by the Lord channel. Want to wish everyone this morning a happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day, that you might go out and enjoy this day and be safe. Make sure you social distance, enjoy the cookouts, and if you're going out on the boardwalk or wherever you may be traveling today. You may be on an airplane traveling somewhere, but we wish you a safe and happy trip. We want everything to just be safe for everyone in any activity and every aspect of what happens today. We want it to be done safely. So again, I say, happy 4th of July. Now, everyone, we go back on the history of the 4th of July. On July 2nd, 1776, the Continental Congress voted in favor of independence. And 2 days later, delegates from the 13 colonies adopted the Declaration of Independence. And this is an historic document drafted by Thomas Jefferson. From 1776 to the present day, July 4th, has been celebrated as the birth of American independence. It's celebrated with fireworks, parades, concerts, family gatherings, and barbecues. And some folks start early because all last evening, my Shih Tzu, my pet Shih Tzu, was just running all around the house because people were just firing off their fireworks last night. People started early. We heard fireworks from probably around 8 o'clock last night up until it started raining. And I think the rain is the only thing that stopped the fireworks. But the dog was just going crazy. But today I want to focus on the word independence. Independence is freedom from the control or influence of others. Now that's what the Bible says about independence. Galatians. We're going to go to what the Bible says about independence. In Galatians 5, verse 1. For freedom Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to a yoke of slavery. Christ did this to set us free from sin and from a long list of laws and regulations. Christ came to set us free, not free to do whatever we want, because that would lead us back to slavery, to our old selfish selves and our old selfish desires. So today we are controlled or influenced sometimes by the media. Yes, today we sometimes are controlled by the media. Whether we want to admit it or not, we are controlled by the media. I believe subconsciously we are. Things we see and hear in the part of our minds that we are not fully aware of. You can take a film strip, and I believe you can insert a bottle of Coca-Cola or Pepsi or a car, insert that picture here and there in that film strip. Our eyes, as we're watching the show, our eyes, and we may not be catching that, but our subconscious mind is catching those frames. And then all of a sudden, we have a taste for a soda. We have this all of a sudden urge to want to go out and buy a particular product. Something that our eyes didn't catch, but the mind, the subconscious, caught that. So, are we controlled or influenced by the news and or the shows that we watch on TV or the ads that we see on TV? You know, we see so many ads and for products. It has to affect us in some way, influence us to do something, influence us to wear something, influence us to want to drive a particular vehicle. All of these things bombarding us on a daily basis. We can become slaves to these things if we are not careful. So today we know our independence is from the Lord. No man can take away that independence or freedom that the Lord gives in his word. Now, Paul reminds us in Galatians 5:1. The reminder was originally issued to the churches in the Roman province of Galatia. A conflict had arisen because some called Judaizers sought to impose adherence to the Jewish laws and lifestyles at the time as a condition of salvation as a Christian. Those ignorant of the freedom they gained when they accepted Christ, Christ's completed work on the cross, found themselves swayed by the Judaizers to become circumcised. They gave up the freedom of grace to live under the tyranny of the law. They gave up the freedom of grace to live under the tyranny of law. So Paul looked at this as an act of self-sabotage. They gave up the freedom and independence that Christ died for on the cross. So how will we use our independence and freedom today? The freedom and grace we gain through Christ. Can we put that freedom into action? As the Apostle Paul suggests, you, my brothers, were called to be free. But do not use your freedom to indulge the sinful nature. Rather, serve one another in love. So whatever you do today, this is Brother T, just suggesting that whatever you do today, wherever you go, be safe and do everything in love. Do everything today in love. Enjoy the day. Make sure you wear your mask today. And as I've said so many times, I know there will be a lot of cookouts and gatherings, and we can't eat with a mask on. So be safe and make sure you social distance when you take off the mask to eat the hamburger or hot dog or whatever that you might be doing at someone's cookout or on the boardwalk or wherever you might be. Just be safe. Be aware that this invisible enemy is still lurking and it's out to get whoever it can get. Doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, what political establishment you associate with. It doesn't matter. The class, rich, poor, it doesn't matter. Just be safe and do everything today, this 4th of July, in love. And this is Brother T from the Led by the Lord channel, wishing you a blessed, happy, and safe 4th of July. Amen.